Missions Baseball is all new coming up next. And a good evening, everybody. We'd like to welcome you into this live Texas League broadcast. And now, here's the star of the show, my friend and yours, John Baker. Well, thank you, Bob, and welcome in one and all to this Saturday night live broadcast. It is the final game of our three-game set between the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks and your San Antonio Missions. Well, gotta say, Missions stay home, taking the 2 days off, that is Sunday and Monday. Corpus Christi will head from San Antonio up north to take on a North Division rival like the Tulsa Drillers. Gotta say, it's gonna be a pretty interesting night here tonight as Mother Nature looks like she's about ready to be on her ferocious side. But anyway, we are keeping track of the weather as we get this game going, and so far on a Saturday night as we get ready to go. After the game, stick around. We got the best fireworks show courtesy of our friends from Dr. Pepper and West Creek Trail Rides. Visit at www.westcreektrailrides.com to book a $50 one-hour horseback ride on our guided horseback trails. So, yeah, you won't regret coming out to the ranch and having yourselves a good time, as it will be one of the best times of your life when you come out. You might want to do that all over again when you go your first time. And yeah, you get to learn your horses' names and have fun and just have the best night of your life when you do. Visit westcreektrailrides.com here in San Antonio, Texas, right off of 1604 and 151 here on the good old northeast side. Well, it was pretty good. So, yeah, let's get ready for our pregame show, and joining now with me in the booth is my partner, Bob. Good evening.
No, good evening, John. Thank you for having me.
Well, the sky looks ominous, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does, John, and it looks like Mother Nature is about ready to go at us.
Yeah, you're not kidding, Bob. Well, I gotta say, San Antonio is in a big winning streak. There are 5 games winning against Corpus Christi, and so far tonight is the final game. There's no game tomorrow, which apparently tonight would be game 5, tomorrow would be game 6. With the first half nearly coming to its complete conclusion, tonight would be our last game against our neighbor Corpus Christi.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, absolutely right about that, and gotta say, after tonight's game, Corpus Christi leaves San Antonio to head to Tulsa.
They sure do. They take on the Tulsa Drillers Tuesday through Sunday, and then back home on July 19th, taking on the Midland Rockhounds, which that's going to be pretty good. Missions starting up the second half, 9 games on the road. They head to Arkansas for 3 and Midland for 6. San Antonio will then come home after 9 games on the road as they take on the visiting Frisco Rough Riders. And pretty good about that. After that 6 games with Frisco, Missions are back on the road. Again, they head up to a North Division rival to take on the Springfield Cardinals in a 6-game road series. They then come back on the road to go home, and yeah, so far we are going to find out who they play in that one. It's going to be pretty interesting as we conclude the first half, getting into the second half of the regular Texas League season. And so far going to be one of the most important halves in this 2024 season.
Yeah, it sure is, John. It's one of the most important in Texas League baseball when you see that all these teams are competing for one thing and one thing only, and that is to claim this year's Texas League title. That sure is, Bob. And so far, it is really important that all of us are getting ready for the conclusion of the first half of the season. San Antonio will conclude Sunday, look like afternoon or Sunday evening, but I think it is a afternoon ball game. Everybody getting off on a Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which that's our 4 off days before July 19th. So all teams would have a total of 4 days to have complete rest and then get ready for more baseball up ahead to start up a second half.
Yeah, it sure does, John. Absolutely. I can't agree with you more on that one. Well, I got to say, a lot of storm activity around San Antonio, and won't surprise me enough if we start up a couple innings right now and get things going. But anyway, we're not going to waste any more time. This has been our pregame show. We are getting right after it on the Saturday evening. And boy, the sky looks ominous, and yeah, the rain is starting to fall here at the ballpark as we're getting things going here this evening. Our proud broadcast is brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides. Tonight, our fireworks show extravaganzas right there for them, and so far pretty good as we get things going here tonight in this one. So a right-hander like Stephen Kolek is coming on the hill for San Antonio tonight. And what do we know, Bob?
Well, I've got to say, he's got a 96-mile-an-hour fastball, a changeup, a cutter, a two-seam fastball, which pretty good for an arsenal of his. And pretty good right there. First man up for Corpus Christi is Jesus Bastidas as he gets ready to go, and we're about ready for nighttime baseball. Here's the first pitch that's thrown well and inside for a strike, and it is 0-1. Boy, just feels like a nighttime here in San Antonio with all the rain that's falling now at the ballpark. Well, first 2 pitches into this ball game, and all-knowingly the rain is coming down in heavy droplets.
Yeah, it sure is, John. And by the way it looks at it, a lot of fans out with some of them with their umbrellas.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one's going to be right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count now. And pretty good on that one. So here is the pitch. 1-2 delivery. And that one fouled off, and he'll see a nuller. Boy, stadium lights taking effect here at our baseball field. And the pitch. Right there, strike 3. Get him down for the first one of the evening. Next batter up for Corpus Christi is Jordan Brewer. Brewer coming in ready to go, and he hits that one foul. And the count now 0-1. Boy, Corpus Christi will leave this stadium tonight after tonight's game and head to Tulsa. That one is hit high in the air up to the catcher Valenzuela. Behind home plate, he'll make the play. And that is out number 2.
Batting third, the first baseman, Brian.
Batting third in the order is Brian Arias. Arias coming in ready to go, and Yeah, it looks like Kolek is trying to dry off the baseball. His hands are getting so moist, and takes that one high and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Earlier, we have some scores. It is top of the third for Wichita. They lead Tulsa 1-0. End of 2 for Midland, and getting ready for the third inning for Amarillo. Boy, pitch clock violation, as that's now 2 balls and no strikes on Brian Arias. Here's the pitch to him, and he'll take that one inside for a strike. It's 2-1. Well, the Rough Riders doing pretty good against their series against Arkansas. They lead 3-0. There is Statesman's Park. The 2-1. That one, whoa, high outside, and that's the count now, 3-1. Don't see that every day, but now you do, and it's getting pretty interesting here at the ballpark, and that will land inside for a strike, and it's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2. Chopped foul, and he'll see another. Well, do you think the home plate umpire would call this game if it does get worse?
Well, John, I don't know. Maybe he would, but evidently would have to wait and find out.
Hit to second base, done. He'll flip it to De La Cruz as he covers the bag for the out. And that is a 1-2-3. Top of the first for Corpus Christi. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for the Hooks as we head for the bottom of the first inning. It's no score through the top half of 1.
We're about ready for the bottom of the first inning for San Antonio, right here on the Missions Baseball Network.
Well, got a right-hander for Corpus Christi, Derek West. What do we know, Bob?
Gotta say, the scouting report on him, boy, 94 mile an hour. He's got a five pitches on his reservoir. 4-seam fastball, cutter, slider, curveball, splitter. Boy, he can strike you out without looking. Blinking an eye. Whew, you better watch out.
Bottom of the first inning for the Missions, and leading off Corey Howell. Stepping in, and boy, blistered that ball high in the air up the center, and it looks like he's got it on the warning track. Boy, that one was hit hard, but he thought it was going to be out of here, and San Antonio would have had a score in. The leadoff hitter, Corey Howell, would have rounded the bases. And the pitch inside to Marcos Castellon. Inside for a strike, and it's 0-1. And down and in will even up 1-1. Northwest Arkansas at Springfield, Wichita at Tulsa, Amarillo at Midland, Corpus Christi at San Antonio, Arkansas at Frisco. 1-2. Here's the pitch. That one high and outside, and it'll even up. And the count now 2-2. And that one is outside. Boy, full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes on deck for San Antonio. Joshua Mears. That one is hit foul. And he'll see another. Three-two. That one hit high in the air up to center. And the center fielder will have it to make the play for the out. And there is 2 away.
The center fielder,
Joshua Mears coming in. And the pitch. That one back to the mound. He'll throw him out at first, and that will do it. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on for San Antonio. Top of the second inning coming up for Corpus Christi. No score through 1. So back here with Justin Durden to lead it off. We come back here for the second inning coming up. Leading off the top of the second inning for Corpus Christi is Justin Durden. Durden coming in. Thank you, Bob. And welcome back into our Texas League broadcast on this Saturday night. Getting things going. And the first pitch thrown outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, I gotta say, it looks like Kolek is having a very dangerous time trying to keep the baseball dry. And boy, that one's going to be hard hit. That one is out of here. And Corpus Christi getting a home run. And boy, first one of the ball game for them. They're finally celebrating for the first time ever. Round to bases, Durden, boy, comes in to score.
and he's got a 1-0 against San Antonio. Boy, 359, 95.2 mile an hour exit velocity. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it sure is, John. It is.
Here's the number 5 hitter, Kennedy Corona. Boy, breaks his bat. High fly pop up to first baseman Michael De La Cruz, and he collects that one for the out. Jacob Melton is coming in now. 1 away, 1 home run. Boy, pretty good right here. Pitch right there and in for a strike. And it is 0-1. The 0-1. That one high fly in the air, and that is foul. So he'll see a nuller. No balls, 2 strikes to count now. And the pitch. That one is high fly in the air, foul. So he'll see another one. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch again. Fouls off again. Boy, starting to come down a little bit heavier. What do you think, Bob?
I gotta say, the Doppler radar shows all around San Antonio a lot of rain.
Yeah, it sure does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one high fly in the air up to right center, and boy, Mears is running after it as he makes a running grab for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 13, Tyler Whitaker.
Well, Tyler Whitaker coming in as he bats in the 7th spot. Cleanup hitter tonight. Here's a pitch to him, and he'll take that one outside. 1 ball, no strikes. If you're just joining in, our score, Corpus Christi 1. Trailing is San Antonio by just that 1 run. It's an earned run on that one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Boy, taken in the count now, 1-1 as he goes swinging. Here's a 1-1. That one up to right field, and that's a 2-out single. Getting it back in quickly for a 2-out single is Whitaker. Sacco Jr. coming in, ready to go. Here's the pitch to him, and he takes that one high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, ground getting awfully wet. Probably it's the baseball as well getting wet. Collect trying to dry off the ball with his jersey. And right there hit the deader, and that's hit to the ground. So he'll get the force out. There is second. But Justin Durden gets a run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody. Well, I would say 1 left on. I do apologize. And we go now to the bottom of 2. When we come back, it's a 2-0. It's a 1-0 lead. Do apologize, getting y'all all crooked, bent out of shape, but it is 1-0 Corpus Christi as we head for the bottom of the 2nd. Coming up right after this.
About ready for the bottom of the second for San Antonio, right here on the Missions Baseball Network. Well, Michael De La Cruz coming in as we start the home half at 2. Well, it looks like the rain is starting to ease up, but cloud cover intensifying. Well, that one is popped out of play foul, and it's 0-2. Here's the pitch. That one high, popped up in the air up to center. And that is out number 1.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Boy, that'll bring up the third baseman, Graham Polly. Polly coming in, ready to go, and he takes a cutter down and in. And it's the count now, 0-1. The 0-1. And he's going to hit that one up the left. The left fielder will make the grab. And he'll dry off the ball with his jersey. And that is out number 2. Designated hitter is Kai Murphy as he strides in. Ready to go. Here is the pitch. That's high popped up, and it looks like to be a 1-2-3 inning here this evening. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on for San Antonio as we end 2 this evening. Corpus Christi leads it 1-0. Top of the third inning coming up when we come back as C.J. Stubbs coming in for Corpus Christi. So 1-0 our score as the Hooks lead it by 1. And we'll be right back.
We're about ready to go for the top of the third inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network.
I'm going to say, Bob, we are going to have to hold off as we're going to have, boy, it's coming down a little bit heavy on the rain. We're going to have a rain delay. Do apologize about that, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the top of the third for Corpus Christi. And yeah, it's coming down a little bit heavier here at the ballpark. But yeah, the fans are starting to get under the concourse area to stay dry. And so far, the stands are getting cleared out. But we are going to continue our game here tonight. And so far, we are into a rain delay here at our ballpark. So, Corpus Christi leads it 1-0 against San Antonio. And as we get into the third inning, the rain is just coming down a little bit too heavy. And we are going to be right back, and we're going to stay live as the rain gets ready to hopefully taper off where we can continue in this one. But stay tuned. We got more on the way as we have our Missions baseball game. And so far, stay with us. We'll keep you updated on our ball game.
We're back at 3, 2, 1.
All right, thank you, Bob. Hey, everybody, we are about ready to go again and stuff. And yeah, the tarp is still on the field as we speak, and so far we are just continuing. Boy, the rain is coming down, and look like we got a lot more rain around the area as we go through this evening. And yes, do see a couple of lightning flashes as we are getting ready to start the top of the third inning for Corpus Christi. And yeah, we are continuing to see that the tarp is down, and yeah, it's coming down. Yeah, a little bit more heavier as it is, and Bob and I are watching it as we are in our broadcast booth, and boy, it's been going on for how long have we been in a rain delay, Bob?
Well, I think it's been maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes or so.
Okay. So, yeah, we're going to continue to stay live here, and hopefully the rain will ease up. We can get going the top of the third inning for Corpus Christi. And, yeah, we'll be ready to go. We'll just give it a few more minutes and see what we're doing. But anyway, we'll be right back on Texas League Baseball to give you another update. And hopefully the tarp will come off the field in just a little bit. So stay tuned. We got more on the way on this Saturday night baseball stream with the Corpus Christi Hooks and your San Antonio Missions.
Well, John has an update, so take it away, John.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. Boy, coming down here at the ballpark, it is coming down out here. We are in a rain delay right now for San Antonio, and yeah, it is coming down heavy buckets in this one. So, gotta say, yeah, people are coming in, umbrellas opened up and ready to go here in this one. But we're going to continue to stay in a rain delay, and hopefully it will ease off, and we'll continue play here in this ball game. And yes, we are not on the top of the third inning just yet for Corpus Christi. Yeah, so stay with us. We are continuing to be in a rain delay. Boy, I gotta say, it is coming down heavy, John. Yeah, it sure is. I mean, very heavy. It is coming down. So, yeah, stay with us as we're going to continue our broadcast, and we'll be here. And yes, thank you, Bob, and thank you to all those that are out and about. And yeah, boy, coming down heavy. A little like some people on the concourse doing the rain dance. Boy, isn't that funny, Bob? I gotta say, John, absolutely right about that. And yeah, we had to close the windows on this booth right here because, yeah, a little bit of a water was coming in. Yeah, sure was, Bob. And yeah, so far, I think everything is going pretty good here for Corpus Christi, leading this ball game 1-0. So yeah, rain delay continuing onward as San Antonio, getting in. Boy, it is coming down heavy, and yeah, it's coming down in buckets here at the ballpark. So we're going to continue to uh, get in, and we'll be ready to go as the weather should hopefully get around. We are not going into the third inning as of this point. We're going to wait till the rain has officially subsided in this area. And so far, we're going to continue our live broadcast here this evening. So we are still in a rain delay, as you guys may know. So continue to stay with us as we bring you more Texas League baseball. Corpus Christi 1-0 over San Antonio here in this third and final game of our meetup here in this evening. So stay tuned. More baseball hopefully will be on the way. So we will give you another update as the evening progresses onward.
Our fans, we're back with our broadcast, and so far, John, continuing on, heavy rain through our area as it continues to pour down on into the ballpark and stuff. But I gotta say, I hope this game does not get postponed. Tarp is still on the field here in San Antonio, and gotta say, we're broadcasting in our booth here for the Missions, and at top of the third inning, we had 2 innings before the heavy stuff came in, and boy, it was coming down even harder here in this one. And I sure did, Bob, and gotta say, we didn't see it, but top of the third inning, that's when it really picked up, and we are continuing to keep on this broadcast as it might change and stuff, but hopefully it might. This game will not be made up as it will be the final game. Our 2 teams meeting up of the year for Corpus Christi and San Antonio. And if this ball game gets postponed for the evening, then we'll pretty much get the broadcast over with. And it looked like Corpus Christi may win this one 1-0 if it does happen, but hopefully let's cross our fingers and hope we won't have just a few innings of baseball here tonight, as we would love to see 9 innings worth of baseball tonight, a complete game, and hopefully it will come true for us as the squall line goes through. And yes, we are continuing to follow in our rain delay. It is coming down heavy here in San Antonio, and boy, cats and dogs as we go through this one. And I gotta say, John, absolutely right. So yeah, we are going to be in a rain delay for a while. Ground crews got the tarp down on the field, and the home plate umpire has called this game as we were about ready for the third inning for Corpus Christi. Now, umpires are in the visitor dugout, and I will say they are pretty much just watching it rain, and so far pretty good for this one. Well, we're going to go ahead and give you some scores. Boy, Northwest Arkansas leading the Springfield Cardinals 3-1. It's 1-0 against the Tulsa Drillers. Boy, Wichita coming pretty good. Midland leads Amarillo, and they have a no-hitter for 6 innings straight. And for the Frisco Rough Riders leading the Arkansas Travelers tonight, it is 4-0 for Frisco. So pretty good on that one as we continue onward. And to tell you what the scores is, everybody is in top of the 6th inning except for Northwest Arkansas and Springfield, as they are down in the bottom half of the 7th inning. We are going to stay live, and hopefully the weather will go past us. Boy, the heavy rain just continues in this broadcast. So far, it's going to be one of them things. So yeah, we're going to stay on here, and we hopefully will be back to continue onward our San Antonio Missions game here this evening. And we'll give you more updates as the evening goes forward. So anyway, stay tuned. We got hopefully more baseball for you guys here tonight. Top of the 3rd inning. Corpus Christi leads it 1-0 against San Antonio. And we are going to see what happens next. But anyway, we're going to let the storms go through. Heavy rain is still pounding the ballpark, and we are just going through a time right now where
we're going to wait it out, see what happens. If it goes into a hour delay or 2 hour delay, then yeah, you probably drive you crazy because we'll have it on this screen right here and for our pretty much time that we are in the rain delay, and so far pretty good right there. But anyway, we are going to continue on in a little bit. Hopefully the rain and storms will pass by, but we are expected a lot more rain. Bob, I'm going to ask you one thing, and one thing only, is to look at the Doppler radar for San Antonio. And yes, we are seeing some pretty good rain here at the ballpark on this last night against these two ball clubs. Well, Corpus Christi is taking on San Antonio one more time before their road travel up to Tulsa. So, gotta say, it's going to be a pretty good one here for our two teams. So, yeah, hopefully it will pretty much be decided in this one as we continue this broadcast. Well, I will say that, boy, a lot more storms over for San Antonio. Boy, it'll look like we're going to have another line of storms headed for our area. And, well, if this goes into a 2 hour 3, then I guess few innings of baseball tonight would be something for y'all. But anyway, we tried to give y'all a pretty good night here tonight. Fireworks show may be canceled, but we'll see what happens as the evening progresses onward for San Antonio. Our broadcast is brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides. Get a $50 horseback ride any day of the week, Tuesday through Sunday. And yeah, pretty good right there. Bob, what is the map look like? Boy, just a lot of rain around the area. Thunderstorm activity continues onward. And it's saying it's going to likely continue through 10 o'clock. So we are at 8:32 p.m. on this evening. And yeah, rain is still falling here at the ballpark here for our last game of this week. And so far, it's not looking good if San Antonio gets postponed tonight. We are going to continue to get things going, and hopefully we will be back in with more baseball as we go through this evening. So we are going to keep you updated as we are top of the third inning in a rain delay. So stay tuned. We got more baseball, hopefully, here on the show, and we'll keep you up to date. So stay with us as we go through this broadcast. And yes, we continue to be in our rain delay.
We're back here with our live broadcast, and here's John Baker.
No, thank you, Bob, and we welcome you in. Boy, rain continues to fall here at the ballpark. We've been in a rain delay for close to 1 hour already, and yeah, so far we are still continuing to hold into a rain delay as of right now. So, yeah, we've played 2 innings of baseball here tonight for both sides, and yes, the third inning has not started as of this point forward. With us being in a rain delay for over an hour, this ball game will be a lot longer in broadcast time.
Yeah, I got to say, John, absolutely right. It's getting pretty interesting out there as the tarp is still on the ground, and the grounds crew, they are in the dugouts. Stadium lights are on pretty good, illuminating the field, but boy, you can certainly see the heavy droplets just continue to fall here on this side of San Antonio.
Yeah, I gotta say, Bob, Doppler radar, it looks like there's a lot more rain around the area, and it's heavy at times, and boy, the wind is blowing. It's wet tonight, so I won't be surprised if they say, hey, we're going to go ahead and cancel this one, and Corpus Christi will pretty much win a 1-0 shutout finish through 3 innings or 2, shall I say. But we're not going to get things jump out of your shoes in that type of way, but we're just going to continue to keep you up to date on all the severe weather that's going on. And yes, we did have a lightning flash or 2 just a second ago. And yeah, the ball clubs are continuing to stay in their dugouts as we watch this thing goes by. Boy, this has really been a hot summer for San Antonio. Boy, 100 degrees. And now we're starting to see 87 degrees with the rain and cooler temperatures as we have the wind blowing out from right center field over our scoreboard, and so far just continuing onward with this evening, and the rain continues onward. Well, everybody, they're in the bottom half of the 7th inning, and we'll say Wichita and Tulsa tied at 1-1. Amarillo is pretty much being shut down by Midland, and their score 1-0. Rockhounds lead 1-0 over Amarillo, and it's getting pretty interesting. Frisco continues a 4-0 shutout against Arkansas, and we'll say it's getting pretty interesting as they go on with their ball game. Surprisingly, they're not being rained out, not like we are here in San Antonio, but really we are the ones seeing the storms here tonight. Well, Northwest Arkansas and Springfield are tied with 3 apiece as they have now entered the top of the 8th inning for Northwest Arkansas. And yeah, I got to say it's pretty good for our 8 ball clubs, but you know, for us 2 here in San Antonio, we are here for a rain delay, and we ain't going anywhere until it is decided. So we are going to stay on the air for everybody here tonight, and if you are listening to us in the car, you might be on the 104.9 KKYX, or you're here on YouTube Live listening to us on the air. We are pretty much going to continue this broadcast until a decision is met by Major League Baseball, whether if we're going to stay in a delay or there'll be a postponement, which that will pretty much make a lot of fans go home if that does happen. So we are going to continue our ball game here tonight. Hopefully it will happen. We have been in a rain delay for already 1 hour and 2 minutes of our broadcast time. And yeah, we do apologize for this rain delay. I know it comes and it goes in a split second. But anyway, it is coming down pretty good out here. And well, everybody needs to be safe, as you know, we don't want everybody getting wet, and jerseys and pants and everything, and clothes are wet. You know, you get blisters that way. But well, you guys get the whole idea of running around with wet clothes on. It's like you got pushed into a swimming pool or something.
Yeah, right, John?
Yeah, I gotta say. But anyway, the rain continues to fall here at our ballpark, and we are just continuing to keep monitoring the weather as best as we can. And yeah, it's coming down really good here at the ballpark. We are 78 degrees, and yeah, we're getting an update with the Weather Channel right now. 78 is our high right now. Boy, it's dropping as we have the rain and thunder and lightning. Boy, it's still coming down really good. And yeah, we're looking just over the baseball field right now. Me and Bob, and boy, you got to say, just gets pretty boring, right, Bob?
I got to say, we wanted this ball game to go on, and I got to say, it looks like if this is it for us here tonight, then we are hopefully, I might just go home early or whatever.
No, Bob, you did that the last time. I need you, buddy.
Oh, okay, so no going home in this one.
Yeah. And that is, if we get postponed tonight, there is no makeup game against Corpus Christi. There's no more games. This is it for the year for these two ball clubs. And we never thought that Mother Nature would be coming down heavy on us here tonight. But yeah, we are going to continue this broadcast, and it is continuing to rain here at the ballpark and on this side of town. And I will say it's heavy rain right now, but we are continuing to be in our rain delay. We have been in for an hour and 7 minutes on a rain delay. So, yeah, it just reminds me of what happened the other day with Amarillo and Midland. Boy, they got into a rain delay, and it was 2 hours and 30 minutes on July 4th. The Rockhounds winning 24-5 against Amarillo. Now, I got to say, that was a whooping right there. Wouldn't you agree, Bob?
I wholeheartedly agree. That was a whooping.
Midland, boy, got to say, we are going to pull up stats on our computer as we go through this evening. For the Rockhounds, 24 runs on 29 hits, 1 error. For Amarillo, 5 runs on 7 hits, no errors, and that was a pretty good ball game there at Franco Park. Now, even though the 2-hour-and-a-half rain delay, boy, kept them from going on that ball game, but they didn't give up. It was about 12:30, close to 1 o'clock in the morning, as they were wrapping up on a early morning on July 5th. So that was a early Friday morning close up as they were getting everything concluded on that 4th of July first game of a 3-game set with the Amarillo Sod Poodles. But anyway, I got to say, we are continuing to stay live here tonight. And so far, we do apologize for any inconvenience that it is, as we have storms going through the area right now. And I don't know if we're going to get postponed or what, but we are going to continue to get updates from San Diego and hopefully they will decide what's best course of action will be for San Antonio. Houston Astros there in Houston for Corpus Christi. Hooks will decide. So pretty much they'll probably get phone calls saying, hey, the game will be postponed in this one. A rain delay as of this point forward, and so far we are going to stay in a rain delay, but we're going to keep y'all on the air as long as we can. And yeah, so far we are not going anywhere. Yeah, we're going to talk about West Creek Trail Rides here this evening, and so far it's going to be one of the best things that we love. We love going horseback riding and having a good time, and so far Season 3 of Horseback Riding Adventures should be ready hopefully tomorrow sometime. I mean, we'll have to wait and find out and see for ourselves when we get things going. But yeah, boy, the Frisco Rough Riders would say they lead 7-0 against Arkansas. Boy, as the rains are coming down, the Corpus Christi and San Antonio, we're getting rained on pretty good. Boy, I bet them jerseys are wet. Bet they need a good dry and our nice dryers. They need the jerseys, the pants, the hats, everything in the dryers. Yeah. So what an evening it's been for us here in San Antonio. And boy, first game in a long time that, tonight is game 83 of the season. And so far, I got to say, this has been the first one in Texas League history for San Antonio for us to be rained out this long. Yeah, I got to say, John, we're just continuing to get rain here at the ballpark, and yeah, it is coming down really heavy now. It's still coming down as what we saw maybe just an hour ago, as now the sun is going down and the sun is setting, and yeah, it is coming down really good here on this side of town. Yeah, coming down good in rain bands. But yeah, go to www.westcreektrailrides.com and book a $50 horseback ride. And it'd be a guided horseback ride. If you're wondering if there are guides on the horses, yes, there are. They are horses, and you got a guide in front, you got a guide in the back as well. I gotta say, I was wondering if they give guidance. Yeah, they are. I'm also a guide as well. They promoted me right after the first season of Horseback Riding Adventures, which that season, 18 episodes. Season 2 premiering Friday, September 6th at 7:30 right here to Jay Baker Vlogs on the channel. Season 2 is going to have 18 episodes. Third season has been ordered, and yeah, we're getting renewed multiple times. Season 3 and 4 and 5 have been ordered for the channel, so that's pretty good. We're going to continue to do a show that we love, to keep it going for you guys that love horses. I love horses. Let me tell you, Bob, it's really good to have a good time with the horses and, well, everything else.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, it is really good in that one as we keep going. And yes, book online for a $50 horseback ride. Buy our guides, and including Jonathan here. He will always be a back guide, and he'll always love a series that he loves here on YouTube.
That's right, Bob. Join us for our new season coming Friday, September 6th at 7:30. So continue to stay up to date as we get things going. Yeah, still coming down rain here at the ballpark as we are still in a rain delay. It gets pretty boring when you have to wait this long, and all knowingly, it is 9:06, now 9:07 p.m. here on this one. Yep, as we exited the bottom half of the second inning for San Antonio. Boy, the commercial message, that's where everything came in. It is pouring down rain.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, it is. Now the stadium is already clearing out. I don't know if people are coming or going, or they're staying or going home already. I don't know.
I don't know that about that either, Bob, but continuously the rain is still falling here in our broadcast, and well, it's getting dark, and it's already after the 9 o'clock hour, and yeah, we're still in a delay. Everybody is going to be done before we get back on, or hopefully we get back on. I don't know if we are or not, but we're still waiting for these storms to pass on, and we've already been into our hour delay of being rained out. So that's not fun, and I would say it's not fair here this evening. Now, I will say, we'll go ahead and get into our Texas League standings, and so far, if Corpus Christi and San Antonio get rained out, well, I would say Midland will have the chance of tying up with San Antonio. Now, the Arkansas Travelers will head to Midland for a 6-game set. San Antonio will have Amarillo come in. And, yep, Corpus Christi from San Antonio heads to Tulsa. So, yeah, Wichita having their last 3 games there at Tulsa. Then Corpus Christi, pardon me, the Hooks will go to Tulsa and take on the Drillers for a 6-game set starting on Tuesday night. So, pretty good on that as well. Getting some scores in. Springfield leading 6-3 against Northwest Arkansas. And boy, it is bottom half of the 8th inning there at Blue River Stadium. Well, the Tulsa Drillers taking a 4-run lead. It is 5-1, top of the 8th for Wichita. They have a runner at first and 2 away. And yeah, I got to say, it is getting pretty interesting. The Frisco Rough Riders, they lead 6 runs against Arkansas. Their score is 7-1. Corpus Christi in a 1-0 lead as we're in the rain delay. Top of the third inning for Corpus Christi. 1-0 for Midland against Amarillo. Boy, Sod Poodles coming to San Antonio on Tuesday through Sunday as we'll get ready to wrap up the first half of the Texas League regular season. And yeah, pretty much it's going to be a really good end for the first half. And for everybody here, it's going to be a really good one. Boy, okay, now we're starting to get another update from Franco Park. Midland scoring in an RBI double for the Rockhounds. Jeremy Ironman, one of the best Rockhound pitchers or Rockhound batters there ever is, got a 2 through 4, a OPS of a .752. And boy, gotta say, Jeremy Ironman, he's one of the greatest batters. Boy, he gets a base knock and hits a single. And now first and third for Midland. Runner 90 feet away from scoring in. The third run for the Rockhounds will put Midland up at least 3. So there's nobody out. Boy, double play would get them for 2 away. And I would say that would be pretty good. A run in to score, base knock, and Midland scores in another one. It's 3-0 against Amarillo. So, boy, runner comes home from third. Now you got first and second. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-0 Midland over Amarillo. So that is a pretty good game there at Franco Park as we're looking at it on the computer. So, yeah, boy, it's just still raining here at the ballpark, and yeah, it's probably not going to settle down. But we are going to continue live here this evening, and it is 9:13 p.m. on this evening, and so far we still have more storms developing on this one. And yeah, it is coming down heavy rain still here at the ballpark. We're going to go up to our Facebook and see what is going on. And is there a sorry about that. We're going to look for an update. I don't think that there's any update. So pretty much, I don't see anything as of right now, but we are continuing our rain delay here for San Antonio and Corpus Christi. Top of the third inning, it's still a 1-0 ball game. We are not going to play right now. We're probably just going to stay delayed. Probably 9:45. We'll say 10 o'clock. The storms are continuing to go through the area. And yeah, it's raining good here on this side of town. I don't know if anybody else is getting rain, but yeah, We sure are. We're getting drenched. I bet Corpus Christi and San Antonio, both teams getting drenched through their underwear, and that's a little too much information that I would be telling you guys about, but anyway, just trying to be funny. I do apologize about that. Boy, about a hour and 16 minutes in a rain delay.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, it's still coming down. The tarp is still on the field for us here in San Antonio.
Yeah, and hopefully things will be a little bit better as we probably go into the 10 o'clock hour. Hopefully everything will pretty much die down with all this rain we're getting. It's coming. Boy, I tell you what. So it takes me back to that time where back in 2018, we were taking on the Tulsa Drillers at one night. Well, it was Tulsa at San Antonio, and boy, we got rained pretty good. The rain delay only lasted for about maybe 30 to an hour.
Yeah, I gotta say, John, absolutely right. It's one of them things where you can actually get a rain delay that'll last you like 2.5 or even 3 hours.
Well, Bob, if something does happen, like say if we get rained out for that long, then I don't know if we're going to get going here, but they will might as well just get the game canceled, and we're going to just only have a few innings in this live stream. And well, hopefully Mother Nature will let us play baseball tonight. And, we're going to continue to stay live here, and we're not going anywhere. But if Corpus Christi, the AA affiliate for Houston, and San Antonio's AA affiliation for San Diego, tells both major leagues saying, hey, time to hang it up for the night, you guys get the rest of the night off. But we are going to see if we're going to continue onward. And yes, we did have about 3 people in. They're gone home for the night.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's not good when you get in and all knowingly that they already leave YouTube live and stuff.
Yeah, I know, Bob. It's just one of them things. Alrighty, getting some final scores in. Springfield beats Northwest Arkansas. Final score 6-3. Boy, Rockhounds, I don't think they're done. Boy, they scored in another run, 4-0 against Amarillo. Bases loaded up for Midland. Boy, it looks like Amarillo pitching is going bad. And yeah, we could probably go to Franco Park and see what is going on in that broadcast. Yeah, we are going to take a look. Now, even though being in a delay, we will go off and see what's going on. So it looks like the Arkansas Travelers, boy, they are top of the 9th inning, 1 away, and still trailing 6 against Frisco. Boy, pretty good game there for the Midland Rockhounds. Boy, they'll trail in another run. Here comes the runner, and that is Clark, and he's pretty much in to score. Denzel Clark, boy, coming in for Midland, now making it a 5-0 ball game as he gets in a sacrifice fly. Jack Winkler, boy, he comes in and brings in that RBI single. That was pretty intense right there. Now making it a 5-0 ball game for Midland. Growing up in the Rockhounds organization, it's pretty good. My uncle, he had season tickets going up in the Rockhounds. And yeah, every night he would get off work and go to Taco Villa, which that was my favorite restaurant. And I love that restaurant. Really good, fresh. They got a combination burritos, tacos, bean burritos. Boy, you name it, they got it. Let me tell you. But anyway, yeah, first and second, at bottom of the 8th inning. Boy, Rockhounds, they have Lazaro Armenteros, number 8 as second. Boy, swing and a miss right there, 1-2 to the batter up for the Rockhounds. Yeah, so you got to say, Amarillo trailing all 5 runs. All runs have been earned for Midland. And here's the 1-2, and they got him. Boy, strike 3 called. 2 away now for Midland. So look like Amarillo's fixing to see a pitching change, and yes, they will. Number 27 is coming out of the dugout. Philip Wellman's number. It used to be 30 as you all look at it, and now he's getting a number 27 jersey as he comes back from El Paso and getting into a San Antonio Missions jersey, which that's pretty good as well. 5-1 Tulsa, leading off the bottom of the 8th inning with bases loaded, 2 away. 5-1 against Wichita, 5-0 for Midland. Frisco 7-1 against Arkansas. Boy, the final Springfield 6-3, as pretty much that game there in Springfield has wrapped up. And yeah, it is going to be pretty good for the Cardinals. They will hold I would say a 4.5 lead against Arkansas, which that right there is pretty good. I'll go ahead and so bases are loaded up for Tulsa. Boy, 6, 7, and 8 potential runs coming in for the Drillers. Boy, Wichita down. I don't know if they're going to come in or not. But anyway, Daniel Susak coming in the batter's box for Midland. .290 average, 6 home run, 4 stolen bases. And boy, that hits them, and now it's a bases-loaded jam. Boy, 2 away in the inning for Amarillo. For Midland, as in this one, boy, it's getting pretty interesting. Well, Tulsa, they will get a run in to score. Boy, the base hit continues onward. Why 9:26 p.m. on this evening as we are continuing to be in the rain delay for San Antonio. So pretty much if we do start up, we'll have a new arm for San Antonio, and hopefully there'll be a new arm for Corpus Christi as well. Bases loaded up and taking in a strike in the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Boy, 5-0 Midland for Amarillo, and they're trailing all 5 runs. Boy, all earned runs for the Rockhounds have been well earned. So, boy, got to say the Rough Riders beat Arkansas by final score 7-1. So Frisco getting in and taking second place. Boy, they are tied up now with the San Antonio Missions. With 3 balls and 2 strikes to count now as bases are loaded up for Midland. So looking in the 3-2, and that one is high, popped up right there. And boy, they take quite a tumble. And they will get him for the out at third, and that will put him up to the top of the 9th inning for Amarillo. So it's still a 5-0 ball game for the Rockhounds there at Franco Park. And as I said before, the Frisco Rough Riders winning 7-1 against the Arkansas Travelers. That game was pretty good. Already close to 9:30 on this evening as we are continuing our broadcast here in San Antonio, and boy, it's still a rain delay ball game. So it might be 9:45 or 10 o'clock. So pretty much, I don't know, Bob. What are we going to do? Don't know, Bob. We're just going to have to wait it out, and hopefully we could get back into our live stream. And I got to say, just one of them things, man. I mean, let me tell you.
Yeah, you're right, John. I mean, it's all right.
I got to say, Bob, it is a waiting game. It looks like Midland could be getting up there, and boy, they're in third place now as the Rough Riders winning this ball game. Well, we're still waiting. It's a waiting game. Well, for everybody that's now coming into our broadcast, we do apologize. I mean, we are sorry for this length of a rain delay. But anyway, Mother Nature does what she does. All right, yeah, it's 9:30 already as we're continuing to stay live here for our ball game. Boy, it is going to be late if we start up again now. So we're looking at the time. It's 9:31 on this evening. We're still hanging in strong, and hopefully you guys will continue to be with us through this broadcast. I know it gets pretty boring to sit in a rain delay and wait to see what happens next. But anyway, me and Bob are still here in the broadcast booth as we continue to bring you updates from San Antonio in our ball game. Everybody is already starting to wrap up their game. We have 4 ball clubs wrapped up already. That is Springfield and Northwest Arkansas. Arkansas and Frisco already wrapped theirs up. And yeah, so far, well, it's getting pretty good as Amarillo down to their final 3 outs. They are being shut out as we speak here tonight. 5-0 Midland. Yeah, I gotta say, that 5-0 holds up pretty good for a W, doesn't it? Yeah, it sure does, Bob. Absolutely. And so anyway, I gotta say, 7-2 Tulsa over the Wichita Wind Surge. And yeah, getting pretty interesting there at DCJ Field. But even though Corpus Christi heads to Tulsa, and San Antonio will have another homestand. We wait 2 days, Sunday and Monday, which that starts tomorrow, and into a new week where we get ready to have 6 games wrapping up the first half of the Texas League season. Yeah, I got to say, John, absolutely right about that. And I'm looking really forward to the 9 on the road. We start the second half, 3 at All-American there in Arkansas, and 6 at Midland. You wished it was 3, you bonehead. Yeah, I love being called bonehead. Yeah, sure you do. But as you said before, 9 on the road, 3 at Midland, 6 now you're confusing me. Oh, I do apologize, John. We're on the air talking about 3 at Arkansas, 6 at Midland. Right? Yeah, absolutely right, John. And as you may know, that after that 6 games, we're going back home to take on the Frisco Rough Riders for a 6-game set to wrap up the month of July. Which, that's kind of good right there as well. Then we're back on the road to take on the Springfield Cardinals, which that's going to be fun too. Well, I will say Midland is done 5-0, the final score for this ball game. Yeah, still in a rain delay. We are just continuing to wait on everything. But we are not leaving. We're pretty much going to stay with you through this delay. Boy, top of the 3rd inning, Corpus Christi 1-0 over San Antonio. And it's it's a waiting game, folks. I will say we just have to wait it out and see what the Padres and Houston Astros have to say in the Double-A affiliations. Whether this game is already over with, which pretty much, I don't know if there's a lot of people going to be back any through the remainder of this ball game, but maybe there might be hope if there is. But we're continuing to be on the air. We are 9:36 p.m. on this night as we continue to be in a rain delay. So, yeah, we do apologize on behalf of the San Antonio Missions and Corpus Christi Hooks. We greatly apologize for this game. I mean, for it to being rain delay, it's just one of them things. I mean, we're on the west side of San Antonio, and that's where our ballpark is. And boy, storms are coming in like crazy. I mean, bottom half of the second, it was just coming down, rain. Then here comes the big gully washer. All right, so it looks like we are, yep, they are calling it. Okay, so we're calling this game, folks, and we do apologize, but this game is postponed. So for all of us, we do apologize for this night. 9:37 p.m. is when the game ends, and we do apologize, and it's due to wet grounds that we are already wrapping up this game. So anyway, on behalf of San Antonio and Corpus Christi, we do apologize, but tonight's ball game has been postponed due to wet grounds. San Antonio will get a loss. So pretty much with Corpus Christi winning 2 innings of this ball game, so we will pretty much get them the win. So it'll be Corpus Christi winning, final score by 1-0. Upsetting. I would say very upsetting. But it has been determined that the grounds are so wet, and we are finally just going to say enough is enough. So anyway, we've been live already for 2 hours on this live stream here on YouTube Live. And yep, we're already getting down in it, as we've already got a decision that we are postponing this game, but with a 1-0 lead for Corpus Christi, the Hooks will win after 2 innings of baseball played tonight for San Antonio. So, gotta say, very upsetting that we couldn't bring you a big live broadcast for us here in the Texas League. Midland winning in their final game against Amarillo 5-0. So, San Antonio, Frisco, and Midland are tied 47 wins apiece. That's perfect. But even though San Antonio stays home to take on Amarillo for a 6-game mid-half of the Texas League season, and I will say, what a bummer it is to even get this 3rd game wrapped up. Mother Nature comes in, and boy, she came for a gully washer.
Well, John, I would say I'm going to go on home, and since this one is postponed, we'll pretty much we'll see you on Tuesday. Yes, Bob, we'll see you on Tuesday. You have a good night, okay? Yes, have a good night, John. Oh, before you go, do you want to say anything to the broadcast? Oh, yeah, sure. Well, we do apologize to everybody in the community, and we do apologize to a lot of San Antonio Mission fans, as it's not been a good evening. And no, it has not. But anyway, I will say, uh, it's just one of them things. You get the whole idea. Boy, I will say, we got one more final score, 7-4. It looks like Tulsa now takes the second place. So they are 2.5 games against Springfield. And yep, so far winning in all of that. Well, our final through 2 innings, Corpus Christi winning 1-0 against San Antonio. Well, we are going to cut our broadcast now, and so far at 9:42, everybody has gone home. Now, Bob is going home. I'm pretty much going to do the same. But anyway, for all of us here, we do sincerely apologize for our broadcast. I know Mother Nature was probably going to let us have a few innings of baseball. I mean, gotta say, that's just one of them things. But anyway, for all of us, on behalf of the San Diego Padres and Houston Astros, the Corpus Christi Hooks and San Antonio Missions, we will be postponing this game here tonight. So, for all of us, a final score through 2 innings, Corpus Christi 1 and San Antonio 0. Well, we'll see y'all on Tuesday, and hope y'all have a safe travel home. I know it's still raining, but please think safety. Drive cautiously. Don't drive like a donkey. But anyway, we are going to see you guys Tuesday. We're going to pray that this 6-game set with Amarillo is going to be good. Well, for Corpus Christi, we want to say what a remarkable year it's been for our Corpus Christi Hooks here in the Texas League. And so far, there will not be a made-up game, which we apologize for this one being rained out. There ain't going to be a makeup, and there ain't no more other games that we have this year with Corpus Christi. But anyway, we are going to go ahead and get things going. And we will pretty much update the computer. Yep, and they are getting the post out for our Facebook page. Due to inclement weather, tonight's game against Corpus Christi has been canceled. Tonight, tickets can be exchanged tonight at the first base box office until 10:15 for any 2024 regular season game. For more info, contact your box office at 210-675-7275 for more on that. Well, guys, I got to say, this has been Missions Baseball, and yes, do apologize for
our broadcast tonight. Boy, it's been really long. We've been in a rainout delay for almost an hour and 45 minutes. The tarp is going to be on the field probably until sunrise for a Sunday morning. But yeah, anyway, we do apologize for this ball game. All right, we're going to go ahead and get things started for July 9th. And yep, we do have Amarillo at San Antonio. We will cut broadcast in just maybe a few minutes from now. So we get you Tuesday's ball clubs here in this one. Northwest Arkansas at Frisco. Arkansas at Midland. Corpus Christi at Tulsa. And I do believe that Wichita is at Springfield. But anyway, there we go. We got everything updated, ready to go. And yep, that will pretty much do it. Well, we are going to go ahead and give you our final scores one more time before we head off the air. Final from Springfield, 6-3. Tulsa winning 7-4 against Wichita. 5-0 Midland against Amarillo. Frisco 7-1. Pretty good ball game there at Statesman's Park. Anyway, for our ball game here in San Antonio, we are postponed. We are done for the night. So I gotta say, we apologize for that inconvenience, and we do apologize for Mother Nature. But anyway, thank you for watching Texas League Baseball on this final night of our last night for Corpus Christi coming to San Antonio. And we'll say the final score, Corpus Christi wins 1 run on this ball game. But anyway, well, gotta say this will conclude our Texas League broadcast. And so far, yep, we are. Okay, we have a Carly. Hello, Carly. How you doing? Yep. So anyway, hope you guys come back for our next homestand against Amarillo. So gonna be pretty good when we get all that going and stuff. But anyway, well, thank you guys. Have a good night and stay safe driving home.